What's going on, guys? Curtis, Thatturbodakota. In the shop today, I have some new tires I want to swap out of the front to hopefully save some weight because there's a test continuing tonight. So this will be the first one for the year. You know, if you look back through my videos, you'll see that the last thing I did, like major, what I call major, is those strange front brakes. Saved us almost 47 pounds. If I can get another, I don't know, 15 to 20, you know, plus the weight of the brakes off the nose, which is like low in the front, I think that's pretty good. So we're going to do some before and after measurements, take some weight. So we're going from that Mickey Thompson, that's I think it's a SR, I believe, with that like flame looking tread pattern, to these ET Street fronts right there, which are just a little bit shorter, but they're supposed to be lighter. So if I take, let's see here, if you guys can see this. So with that, what about 45 and a half? We'll do that one more time and get the thing to work. Calibrate. $46. That's interesting. Oh well, I know the floor's not perfectly level too. So let me work on swapping this stuff around to that, and we'll take another measurement, or maybe weight. Maybe we'll just weigh them individually. Maybe that'll be better. I don't know. Give me a few seconds. I'll be back. Okay, we'll do a real side-by-side comparison real quick for you guys. Calibrate, 0. So 16.4, and that's the ET front. And we'll go to the SR. Right, and this 25.2. So 25.2 and 16, 25.2 and 16 for what is that? A little over 8. So saving 8 pounds per size. So that's 16 plus the 46, 47 already. So that's 40, 50. So about 60. So that's about right what I thought, right? So right around 60 couple pounds, 63, 64, whatever. Don't kill me on the math. Pretty substantial, especially considering it was low and in the front, right? So to keep something from wheeling, not that this has that problem, low and in the front, right? But if you're trying to do weight in the other direction, high into the back. So that's why we have that ballast weight. So let me finish this up. I got to finish it, bounce the tires, do all that stuff, put it back together. 63 pounds is a pretty big deal. You know, 16 off the nose is 16 off the nose. So I'll be curious to see what the scales say as far as front to rear bias with me in it and all that fun stuff. So we will see here in a little bit. We'll check it out together. Okay, truck's on the scale, full tank of fuel without me in it. That's what I'm coming up with. So I raised it up, reset the pads, and sat it back down. So you see like front to rear bias, 40, what's that, 42.7, right? So 42.7 in the back, and then 28 and 29. Here, let's write all this stuff down. Tell you what, we'll write all this down, just so we have something to go look at. So what do we say? The front is 28.2, 29.1, whoops, 0.1. That's horrible. So front 28.2, 20, what did I say it was? And 29, right? And then the rear was 21.3, 21.4, 42.7%. That, and then, so that's it dry. And then I will get in it. So I'm like 290 or so. So I'll get in it and we'll let it settle. You guys can see that. So it looks like it's settled. Sometimes I don't trust these wireless scales. There's also a delay between the pad and the thing. So there you go. So now the rear is 42, right? 42, well, actually a little bit more than 42. 43, 43 and some change, and 28.6, 28.6, and 28.1. 28.6, 28.6, and 28.1, 6, 28.1, still in the front. So let me grab some ballast weight. Let's take that 60 pounds that we saved and put it in the back and see where it ends up. Give me a second, okay? Okay, so I took 60 pounds of weight plates and stuck them in the rear. Now we're gonna get back in. I'm gonna let this thing settle. Heavy, heavy, heavy truck. There you go. So you got 23.4 and 23.2, right? So 44.6 in the rear, and then in the front 27.8, 27.8 and 27.6, 27.8 and 27.6. So write that down. 27.8, 27.6. So I don't know. I gotta decide what that equates to. Let me pull this. Let me add some more weight. Hold on a second. Okay, so with me in it 60 pounds in the bed, it's about 55%. And then if I put 100 pounds in the bed, it actually goes down to 54%. So this is where I'm always torn is, am I better off putting that weight in the bed and getting the bias a little bit better? Or am I better off leaving it out? And I don't know. I almost just have to try. I mean, so far I haven't ran any ballast in the bed. And we continue to pull weight off the nose. So I feel like that's the direction I should keep heading in with it. Let's just keep, run it with the weight off the nose at 60 couple pounds off the nose and see how it does. It should help out. But, this thing's 4,000, easy 4,000 pounds, 4,000 and a half pounds, 4,050 pounds with me in it, like pretty much ready to race. All except for my helmet. That's pretty much the only other thing. Not that that matters. So I don't know. All right, well, I'm going to get this thing ready. I got to get the tires and stuff in it and do whatever I got to do to hit the track tonight. So I guess we'll see you. Hopefully next time you guys see us, we'll be at the track and get a couple passes in. So see you in a bit. Well, we're here. Didn't come when I thought we were going to. We've got the whole truck turned over, ready to go. Shock settings, tire swap, tune up in it. Everything looks pretty good. Not a super busy day here. Weather looks pretty good. I checked the DA earlier. It was like 800 feet. I'm sure it's going to go up, but probably not a ton. And Sean's coming today with the twin turbo Camaro that he's the road course stuff with. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, I guess next time I'll check in is when we're in line, and we'll do our thing. Wish me luck. See ya. Well, I'll put you guys on my helmet today. We're up in here in line, not a lot of people here. Hopefully gonna go up and make my first lick, but you're gonna get a kind of a point of view deal. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me or not, but that's all right. All right, look, Sean's here, Camaro's here. So, very first pass, and I don't know where their time slip went. Oh, here it is. Hold on. There you go, 10:19, 149.60. As you can see in the video, it did pretty good. Took the hit, reset the record again. There it is, right there again. So, second pass, 200 more RPM. A little bit more boost on top. We were running about 16 pounds on third gear, you know, which is 1-to-1 almost all the way through. We're excited to see what Sean's car is going to do today. So we'll try to get a little bit of footage of that. 388 twin turbo aluminum block, not set up for drag racing, not on multi tires, but either way, yeah. So we're going to go up for a second pass, and let's see what we can do. Hopefully we get a better 60 and it takes it. So this is the loosest I've ever ran the shocks. It seems to be working okay. So see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so it spun or did whatever. We didn't get a good video. I took, well, I'll tell you what, I already looked at the log. I took 2 clicks out of the rear to put some more bite in it, because I'm wondering if they only prepped the track once, and that's when we first went down. So maybe it went away. I just don't want to make a bunch of changes. So I'm not gonna put weight in it. We loosened up 2 clicks. I'm not gonna touch anything else, and we'll see if we can go down again. They're also prepping the track a little bit, so that might help. And they're doing like a free race. I think they have 60 cars here. So let me get this thing ready. I guess we're gonna go back up. We'll see you soon. Looks like we got a little bit of a casualty. A little bit of a belt boy. This thing, if you're wondering, this thing eats belts a little bit. We haven't quite got it figured out yet, but he did actually like get into it this time. So what, 132?
Yeah, I think so.
132, which is about right.
11,
yeah, and that's not even like this, like he's babying it out of the hole, and you guys will see it in the video. That kind of aligns with what the thing's making. So yeah, as far as this thing spun right off the rip. You don't even really watch the tire wrinkle up. So I think what's happening is the very first pass was the track was freshly prepped. The sun wasn't really out yet. And now you've got all these testing team cars going down. The sun's out, and I think we're just losing grip. So what I'm going to do is we're going to loosen the shocks up even more. And I'm going to take that 60 pounds. We'll put 60 pounds in the bed. If that doesn't do it and that doesn't do it, the only thing you can do is really apply more power. Which makes me think I need to change the bar angle. So maybe from this time to next time, we'll take that bar and drop it, probably move it up a hole in the front, and that'll put some more pressure on the chassis when we run into scenarios like this. So I think we're headed in a direction. We're figuring it out. So let me do that stuff, and then at some point we'll be up for another hit. So yeah, I'm gonna get after it, see you guys in a bit. It's spun again, so contemplating what to do with it this time. So I put a little bit more boost in it. I don't know if putting more power on the hit is gonna help it out. I'm not really sure, but that's why we're here to test and see. And apparently I need to do a better burnout because I'm not doing good burnouts. So we're gonna try. We've got at least 1 more pass today, maybe 2 if we're lucky. But we'll see what's happening. All we can do is try. So let's try, and we'll go up here again. See you in a bit. Okay, so I got about 1 pass left. It spun on the last one again. So I put the tune-up from the very first pass in it. It's got that 60 pounds in the bed still, and the shocks are fairly loose. But on the video, it just looks like, and in the log, looks like the shocks are stinning. It's hitting the track, and then it's almost going flat, like it's just hitting the track and spinning, almost like it doesn't have enough bite in it, is what I'm thinking. Maybe just the track went away. So we'll leave the shocks loose. We'll put everything the way it was, and keep that 60 pounds to bed, and I turn it up on the top end. So if it actually takes it, then we go down. We might actually run a really good time, but I don't know. I think long term, for the next test and tune, I might take these Calvert bars and move the whole angle around in them, so it puts more pressure on it, helping to bite or separate a little bit better. But that's the plan. So I'm gonna wait for them to call us back up for the last round, and then we'll see where we land. Well, we're back home. Okay, I think I'm gonna end this one here. So just do a quick recap. We went 10:19 at 132.2, reset the record very first pass. I say off the trailer, but we drive it there 20 minutes. So very first pass, that's with getting 63 pounds off the nose and that air hat. So did pretty good. Unfortunately, the 5 other passes, it spun. Second pass, we added 200 RPM to the leaf, and it spun. Then we proceed to loosen up the shocks and add weight, and fast forward all the way to pass number 6, which you guys will see if you watch it, is we put everything back the way we got it in the very first pass, and then went out there and spun again. So I'm going to chalk that up to just the fact that it was a test in tune. They weren't prepping a lot, and the first pass, it was just the track was fresh, I guess. We're learning. So my plan is to take on just some cow track bars at a little bit more aggressive of an angle to help with separation, because I think what's happening is it just doesn't have enough bite. But again, we'll see. You know, the last couple of years, we're learning. You're learning. You are watching me literally in live time, real time, learn about suspension adjustment, and you know, hopefully we're going in the right direction. But there you go, fastest stock bottom end Dakota RT here on this channel. Show this one to your buddies, show it to your Dakota buddies, and you know, Magnum buddies and all that stuff. It's pretty cool. Never thought it'd be this fast. Thanks for watching. Hey, we'll see you guys later.